Getting lost and activating. So when you activate your genetics, your ancestral DNA that's inside of you. There's many ways of doing it. I like to put myself in situations that are more prone to nature, like being on the side of this cliff right here. And when you activate, you unlock abilities, you unlock ways of seeing things in a different way. Things that were difficult before, they become simpler when you activate. And getting lost, when you get lost, you sharpen those activations. And what I mean by getting lost, it can actually literally getting lost somewhere, you know. Um, it's getting more and more difficult to do that with technology and communication. But you can still do it. You can still get lost. I've gotten pretty much lost right now where I'm at. Even though I'm in a pretty notable area, I mean, there's like people down there. Um, I'm pretty much lost right now. I don't know exactly where I'm at. I just started walking. I've been walking for like at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. So when you activate the DNA, um, and getting lost together, it sharpens your senses. It sharpens your direction and your discernment. Your discernment becomes very sharp. Your ability to regulate your nervous system, your ability to make better decisions for you and your family. So I know it's kind of like, taboo. People people say, well, getting lost is like dangerous. You don't get lost. I mean, what happens to people when they get lost? But getting lost can change your life forever. And doing it on a consistent basis. And activating, it could be just going out to a different grocery store. You can get some kind of activation out of that. But if you really want to activate your DNA, you really want to activate those genetics, um, you want to put yourself in a scenario that's closer to what your ancestors were doing. Um, and that will definitely open the door for activation. Getting lost and activating is a powerful tool. It's one of the most powerful tools that I have in my spiritual toolbox, my spiritual arsenal, tangible arsenal as well, physical, not just in the ether, on the physical realm as well. It changes the physical realm. You tap into these different modes of spirituality when you're lost. You tap into these deeper connections that you didn't even know were there when you activate. Being on the side of this cliff right now, when I first got here, it was like, oh, feeling a little nervous, But I sat here long enough and I calmed down and I brought myself to the extremity of this cliff that I'm on. And by facing that, it is activating. It is activating a part of my DNA. So yeah, it's still at the same time, it's very dangerous, of course. you got to take that into account. If you're like not physically able to do something like this, then you might want to think twice about how you're activating your DNA. Because you don't want to put yourself in harm's way to where you're vulnerable, where you're out of your physical capabilities. So you have to take that in mind. So please be very, very cautious doing stuff like this, activating your DNA, going to places where it's extreme, because it could be very dangerous. Actually, this isn't too dangerous. It looks like it is right here, but I'm on a nice solid ledge, and there's solid ground right above me. It only took me a couple of steps to get down here. It's not completely insane, but yeah, I wouldn't put myself in a spot to where I could jeopardize my life. I know I'm perfectly safe right here with my physical capabilities, and hopefully people that see me up here don't think they could, do it as well to a certain extent, with their physical capabilities if they're not capable. So, activating has its risk, and getting lost has its risk. But that's life. Life is full of risk. You're always going to have some kind of risk that you're going to have to embark on or come to grips with, Just depends on, is the risk worth it? Is it worth the reward? Activating is definitely worth the reward. Doing it within reason, doing it responsibly. Activating and getting lost is a sweet thing. It's one of the things that's changed my life, from able to be a complete free, spiritual, independent person, and be able to travel, do the things I want to do. It lets me see things on a bigger level. It lets me realize that, hey, you can do the things that you really want to do. You can become who you want to become. You don't have to be stuck at ground zero, your face in the mud, your heart to the grind every day, just beating away, doing the same repetitional thing every single day. And I've been there, and I still do it today. I still grind every single day. But once you start to activate, the grind isn't as hard. You get involved with your gifts that are locked away inside you. You have this chamber that's locked inside you. And when you unlock that chamber, there's things in there that you didn't even realize. It's like, when the video game Zelda, when you're playing that game and you get to a certain part of the game where you're like, oh, I didn't know this was in the game, and you would like find some magical box, what I'm talking about, the little noise goes off and you unlock some like special item or object. It's the same way that with the chambers that are inside you that are locked away in your DNA. So get lost, get activated, and don't forget, there's parts of you don't even realize that you have that are in you. There's things inside you that just need the right chain of events, the right mechanism to unlock. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of strange. It's been a very mild winter, but at the same time, it's been a cold spring. And coming into summer now, it's still like 60 degrees outside. I still have like still have like a beanie over here that I have to wear on my head out here in the Pacific Northwest. So it's still very, very cold for some reason. I mean, considering the time of the year, it should be warmer, but, um, things are changing. But, yeah. So, yeah, my friends, get lost, get activated, unlock those chambers of DNA that are inside you, that correlate with your ancestors. Put yourself in the situation within reason, within safety. All right? And you will be a whole nother person. You will become a whole nother person. And you can become, who knows what's in there when you unlock, when you activate, when you get lost. Who knows? You'll never be Bob again, or Jack, or Jill. I'll be the old Jill. Who knows? All right, so I got to make myself up this cliff. I think my activation is done for the day. And yeah, get lost, get activated.